The feeling to willingly move crowds is so thrilling. Even Prince Charles is willing to pay shillings.
Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Songs in the Key of G with your host, me, Mark G. Now, tonight's episode, we're going to feature a song by the great MC Lyte, the classic Cha-Cha-Cha. Now, as I was setting up for this video, I'm recording it late in the evening on Valentine's Day. It occurred to me that it's pretty appropriate because MC Lyte was my first hip-hop crush. And even more than that, I just love love. And as I continue to get older, I continue to find out that it's really the only thing in life that matters. In fact, love is the inspiration for my entire channel. These days, you can get 1 million people to tell you about all the things they hate and why they suck. But I would much rather tell you about things that I love, songs and situations that either inspire memories of what you were doing when these songs were popular or turn you on to some amazing music that you've never heard before. So in 1989, when Lyte drops Eyes on This and specifically Cha-Cha-Cha, I fell in love all over again. There's just something about that King of Chill beat coupled with Lyte's delivery and style that just speaks to my inner hip-hop spirit. And even this evening, as I listened to this song to get my mind right to create this video, it evoked those exact same feelings in me, the same as when I was 19 years old. Lana Michelle Moore, aka MC Lyte from East Flatbush, Brooklyn, began rapping at age 12. Originally called Sparkle, then becoming MC Lyte, she actually put out her first single at age 14. Now, she grew up with Milk D and DJ Giz, also known as Audio 2, and she basically credits them with being her mentors and big brothers in the early phases of her career. Those who don't know, Audio 2, classic song, top billin'. First of all, those gritty chops create one of the most iconic and easily identifiable drum patterns in all of hip-hop history. Equally as identifiable are Milk D's voice, style, and cadence. MCIM, people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Also worth mentioning, Milk D put out a solo record in '94 on Rick Rubin's American Recordings label, containing a song called Spam featuring Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys. Now, Milk and Giz are brothers, and their dad, Nat Robinson, started a label called First Priority for them so they could, put out their own music, and then later on licensed it in a bigger deal to Atlantic with the stipulation that Lyte get to put out an album as well, which at that time then made Lyte the first woman to ever put out a full-length hip-hop album. In 1988, Lyte releases the album Light as a Rock, featuring the single Light as a Rock, title single, also Paper Thin, I Cram to Understand You, and also 10% Diss, which was the Antoinette diss track. In 1989, Lyte joins the Stop the Violence movement and participates in the song Self-Destruction. She also does a dope duet with Positive K called I'm Not Having It. But I'm all the way live and I'm definitely not crabbing. There's just certain things I'm simply not having. Excuse me, miss. Nah, I'm not having it. Also in 1989, Lyte drops the album Eyes on This, containing the song Cha-Cha-Cha, which of course is our featured song tonight. A couple other favorites from the album for me are the cuts Cappuccino and Stop, Look, Listen. Now, I mentioned before that MC Lyte was my first hip-hop crush. It kind of reminded me of that scene in High Fidelity where John Cusack and Jack Black are going back and forth about how great it would be to date a musician. I want to date a musician. I want to live with a musician. Write songs at home and ask me what I thought of them, and maybe even include one of our private little jokes in the liner notes. Maybe a little picture of me in the liner notes. Just in the background somewhere. But she was just so dope. Of course she was beautiful, but she was an amazing MC, and her skills spoke for themselves. Now, in a catalog of great songs by MC Lyte, Cha-Cha-Cha is my favorite. Produced and co-written by the King of Chill, Cha-Cha-Cha features a sample from the Four Tops song I Can't Live Without You. That's where they get the bass line. It also features a sample from Cerrone. I think that's how you pronounce it.
His song called Rocket in the Pocket provides the sample for the drum sounds.
But then it also features keyboard elements from the classic hip-hop song The Fearless Four's Rockin' It. So the beat comes in with a scratch intro from DJ Krock. Kick, 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 kick this one here for me and my DJ. You can cha-cha-cha to this Mardi Gras. I'm the dopest female that you've heard thus far. And I do get better. The voice gets wetter. Nobody gets hurt as long as you let her. Do my thing with an 89 swing. The dopeness I write, I guarantee delight. To the hip-hop maniac, the uptown brainiac in full effect, MC Lyte is back. And better than before, as if that was possible. My competition, you'll find him in the hospital. Visiting time, I think it's on a Sunday. But notice, they only get one day to shine. The rest of the week is mine, and I'll blind you with the science that the others have yet to find. So come along and I'll lead you the right way. Just clap your hands to the words I say. Come on. Now, instead of her rapping a hook, they go back to the scratch by DJ Krock, and it's beautiful, super hip-hop. I got the power to spread out and devour at the same time. I'll eat you up with a rhyme, but I'll let you slide because you accidentally hopped on the wrong side. Now come on, that's suicide. Hypothetically speaking, okay, let's say you didn't know what you were doing. You're new in town and you're looking around for another name to ruin, and it's me that you're pursuing? Well, 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 I'll be damned. I might as well tell you who I am. I am the capital Lyte, and it's shocking. I'm the one you're mocking. Oh yes, I've been watching you, watching me. And like the fat on your back, it's plain to see that you're a wannabe. But you can't be what you're not, so you better start living with what you got.
More Krock cuts then lead us into the third and final verse, which is my favorite verse of the song.
DJ Krock, when you hear a scratch, now it's time to kick a rhyme out the batch, and you're the receiver, eager as a beaver. Time to convert the non-believer that I'm a road runner, leaving you in the dust. I can adjust to the times, and at times I might just get quicker than the ticker of your pacemaker, more tender than a roni, but harder than a jawbreaker. So don't ever second guess me. And if you're wondering who could the best be, take a second and recollect the worst whipping you ever had yet. And I bet that I did it. My fingerprints are still on you. How many times I gotta warn you about the light? It'll blind your sight, but the rhythm will still guide you through the night.
Krock then scratches the outro. Now, over the years, MC Lyte has basically become an icon. She's a successful musician, actress, activist, and philanthropist. But for me, when I think of MC Lyte, it's forever the fall of 1989, and I'm driving my buddy's car with the giant subwoofer in the back, and I'm pretending it's mine, and I'm bumping cha-cha-cha, and you can hear me coming from 3 blocks away. Such great memories, such a great time in hip-hop. Thank you, MC Lyte. So those are my thoughts on the immortal classic Cha-Cha-Cha by the great MC Lyte. And I would like to take an opportunity to thank everyone who's tuning in and taking the time to comment and subscribe. We're seeing a lot of increased views and some increased subscriptions. So I just want to thank you folks for doing that. I just like to sit down and talk about hip hop, and I'm just glad that there are people out there that are enjoying what I'm doing. So I just want to thank you for that. And as always, I'm going to leave you by saying, be good to each other. The world needs a little bit more of that these days. And until next time, this is Mark G saying, peace.
If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs. Come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs. Come on. Come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs. Come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs. Come on. hip hop is